My name is Duddy, Settle Builds and Stuff. Today I've got a Void Titan build featuring the no backup plans and Duality. This setup is absolutely crazy, really fun. You've got loads and loads of survivability with this build, firstly. Secondly, you're going to put out some serious damage, destroy champions in the Lightblade GM and other endgame activities. Packing a serious punch, but the main thing with this build is we've got loads and loads of survivability, infinite void overshields, Devour on tap, loads of damage, and I'll also dabble in a bit of DPS with Duality, and we'll also feature the brand new Arc shotgun this season as well. So stay with me, I'll break it all down. We'll jump into the exotic of choice, the no backup plans. While you have a Void super equipped, rapid shotgun final blows are defeating a powerful combatant with a shotgun will grant you a Void overshield and start health regeneration. While you have a Void overshields, shotguns deal additional damage as shotgun final blows refresh the overshield. And it also gives you a benefit to shotgun airborne effectiveness and reload speed. So Duality, just 57k, if you just look at that, 57k. That's the standard shot. I'm going to put my overshield down. That will give me the 35% from the backup plans. 77k. That's a 35% flat damage increase with nothing else going on. Now, Duality is a shotgun of choice. I've tried quite a few shotguns and this just feels really good this season. It actually got changed a little bit. The black wings, which we'll go into in a moment, that works on 3 now. But it fires a pellet spread in a hip fire or a single high damage slug while aiming. On black wings, pellet final blows grant a stacking, precision damage and reload speed buff. The reload speed buff is absolutely nuts. And then precision hits with slugs extend the duration. And it's also got a catalyst on there, which gives it absolutely immense range. So with Duality, you can hit fire to build your black wings up ×3. And then you switch in aim, that'll proc the slug mode. So you hit fire, build your stacks up on your wings, your black wings on the bottom left there. So 57k was the shot, 119k, that's with the Void Overshield, the 35%, plus your ×3 on black wings, and it's really easy to do. It lasts for about 10 seconds, 108% damage increase with the backup plans buff and the black wings. Now, aspects, Bastion, casting your super to grant an overshield to nearby allies, casting your barricade grants you an overshield. I really like this one just before you go into battle. Offensive bulwark, because every time you've got a void overshield, you're going to get grenade recharge rate, which is absolutely exceptional. So this is why I like to run these particular aspects, because I'm going to get increased grenade recharge rate. And before you go into battle, get your void overshield down, because sometimes you don't want to be relying on that backup plans buff where you get 2 kills to get an overshield. Get your overshield down first before you go into battle, and on top of that, you can actually regen the overshield as well with the offensive bulwark. So it's really good. Reaper is a mod that just fits perfectly with this, because we're going to use our class ability. Next kill will spawn an orb. We're going to pick that orb up. Echo Starvation will give us Devour, and I like to run 2 solar weapon surges. So you're going to get 2 solar weapon surges as well, 17% extra damage plus the 35%, and you're going to get an overshield for getting a double kill. So get your class ability down like so, proc your Reaper, that will proc you an orb. You're going to pick that orb up, it's going to give you Devour and solar weapon surges, and you're probably going to get a couple of kills in between that, which will then refresh that overshield or even give you another overshield. Picking up that Void Breach, which is really important as well. I'm going to show you that now. So Echo of Harvest, defeating a weakened target creates an Orb of Power, and a Void Breach, this just gives you a bit of extra energy back for your abilities. But Supernova this season is really good as well, because picking up a Void Breach causes your next source of Void damage to create a large weakening pulse. I use that for the Shield Bash. So I've got more clips to show you as well as we go, and I'm going to show you all my fragments. But just defeating a weakened target with a grenade launcher this season or a grenade, you're going to pick that Void Breach up just like so, and then I'm going to use that for my Shield Bash. You'll see that Supernova, bosh, look at that. I'll do loads of damage with that melee as well, and that weakens them targets around the area as well. So a little cool interaction, just something to add to the build. Now, survivability with this was my main focus. I really wanted to keep that overshield up as much as possible, so you can get your overshield from the backup plans just like so. Couple of kills, got your Devour going from the orb, which we've talked about, the Reaper. loads and loads of overshields, which give you 150 HP now as well. Don't forget, these also got buffed. And all that time, you're stacking up your black wings, which absolutely destroys things. It's really, really good. The 35%, plus the black wings damage buff times 3, plus your solar weapon surges, which are really easy to get. And it's just an absolute joke. It just absolutely wrecks things. And like I said, the main focus of this goal was to be able to put out some nice damage and make it viable for end game stuff, which it really, really is. Now, I'm not going to say totally invincible. Shit happens. You can die sometimes, especially in the Lightblade, but you are very, very tanky. Trust me, guys, I wouldn't sell you a build that's tosh. Trust me, it is very, very good. And once you sort of get used to it, you can literally just run around without a care in the world, really. And I'm not joking. Play a little bit safe sometimes in situations like this, but you know you're going to have an overshield, 150 HP. Get your black wings going, times 1, times 2, times 3. Either of them are good, and even if you don't have the times 3 black wings going, it still absolutely destroys champions with anti-barrier shotgun this season. It is just feels really, really nice, and you can even abuse it sometimes. Just run around, get that overshield, pick off a few thrall, get that times 3, and just use it for a bit of extra damage. And you can actually survive a Lightblade attack as well from him when you've got that void overshield, by the way. And again, just like the stacking damage bonus, you see again I picked another void breach up there. I can stack that with some void weapon sources as well if you're not using a void weapon. Even more weakening. But once you've sort of got everything sort of going, you'll see in here I've got my times 3. I'm not really trying too hard here. All I'm doing is just getting kills. This is the Master Loss sector. Loads and loads of survivability, and watch how much damage this does to this fella. Absolutely smashing him to bits. 116k with a void weakening on there and everything else going on. It's really, really good. It feels really, really fun. Honestly, guys, like I said, I've used this build for about 4 or 5 days. I've tried loads of different shotguns. I've tried Chaperone. I've tried a couple of other exotic shotguns like Fourth Horseman and things like that. But Duality just feels absolutely great. It's definitely the play for this type of game style where you want to be running and gunning and having plenty of survivability. And once you get used to it, it's pretty easy to do. Just get a couple of kills, stack your black wings. Like I said, Duality feels absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do now is just go over everything you've seen, all my aspects, all my fragments very quickly. So Bastion, which we've already touched on. Casting your super or barricades, going to give you and your teammates an overshield. Again, that got buffed 150 HP. Offensive bulwark while you have an overshield. Or Ward of Dawn, your grenade recharges significantly faster, which I'm going to use Echo of Undermining, obviously. Suppressor grenade, I like to run this one because it's got a really good radius. I really like the suppression effect. I think it's a bit underrated. Shield bash is the melee of choice, but you can also run shield throw it. It's up to you. Same with a grenade, you can change a grenade out if you want, but I really like suppressor grenade. You can run any super you wish. Echo of Undermining, your void grenades weaken targets. This is just too good, 15%, plus everything else you've seen going on. Echo of Persistence, void buffs applied to you, especially Devouring your overshield, having increased duration. Too good not to run for this build. Echo of Starvation, picking up a void breach or an orb of power, grants you Devour. You're going to have loads of orbs, loads of breaches, you got Devour going all the time. And then finally, Echo of Harvest, every time you defeat a weakened target, it's going to drop you an orb of power and a void breach. Now, on Black Wings times 1, I was hitting this boss for about 70k, something like that. It wasn't too bad at all. And again, it's not particularly hard to do to get your times 3 going in quite a lot of encounters. So what you basically just need to do is just hit fire a couple of the ads in this next clip. I'm going to be a times 3, get my void overshield down, get that 35% going, get a weakening grenade on there. And the damage, it was just absolutely chonking this boss. Just look at his health going every time I was hitting for like 116k per shot. And the eyes in this encounter, you could just shoot one of them just to get your black wings going as well, just for that bit of extra damage. It takes no time at all. So it's pretty good. The other shotgun I did try while we're here is the Arcane Embrace with Precision Instrument. This also felt extremely good, but for open play for like GMs and things like that, Duality is just too good. But for DPS, I do actually think that this shotgun is like right up there for DPS. You'll see I got that Precision Instrument and it's a double fire as well. So you get that Precision Instrument stack very, very quickly because it's a 2 burster. so you get that precision instrument quicker. So just to sort of round that up, for like open play, like GMs, Lost Sectors, things like that, Duality is really, really good. For DPS, both of them was pretty good, but just for out and out DPS, I would definitely go with the Arcane Embrace. So 2 shotguns there that are really, really good for different situations. I did try, like I said, quite a lot of shotguns as well, like Chaperone. Chaperone to me felt okay, but for me it was the reload that let it down on the Chaperone. But Duality and the Arcane Embrace, you can see you get that ×3 again. I was hitting some right mega numbers there, 120k per shot. So what I'll do now is just go over my mods and everything, which we've already sort of briefly touched on anyway. On the helmet, double special ammo finder is really important just to keep that special ammo full. Solar Siphon is just another way to create orbs. I like to run a time dilation on my class item just to extend my armor charge duration for my solar surges. Weapons, you definitely want to be running a grenade launcher in your heavy slot just for that extra weakening Indecision from the concussive reload. Here's all my mods. I'll also leave a dim link in the video description in case I can't explain things well enough, and you can always pause the screen on that screenshot anyway. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know if you give it a try. If you tried other shotguns, let me know, other legendary ones. I didn't really have time to try a load of legendary ones, but Duality just feels really, really fun. Anyway, I hope you found this video fun, helpful. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.